Old Oak Tree.
Welcome to Grandma's Bedtime Stories. Listen and enjoy while I take you to a wonderful and magical place where unicorns and enchanting creatures exist. Please like and subscribe for more.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful meadow, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, stood the most magnificent oak tree you could ever imagine. This was no ordinary oak tree. It was known throughout the land as the Old Oak Tree. Its branches reached high into the sky, casting a welcoming shade over all who sought shelter beneath it. The Old Oak Tree had been standing in that very spot for hundreds of years, witnessing the passing of seasons, the growth of countless creatures, and the laughter of children. Its gnarled bark told stories of storms weathered and summers celebrated. Birds made their nests in its branches. Squirrels scampered up and down its trunk, and tiny insects scurried along its roots. The meadow surrounding the Old Oak Tree was always bustling with life. Animals of all shapes and sizes gathered there, drawn by the wisdom and tranquility that emanated from the ancient tree. The meadow was a haven for animals in search of shelter, food, and friendship. One sunny morning, a young rabbit named Ruby hopped her way to the meadow. Ruby had heard tales of the Old Oak Tree from her grandmother, who often spoke of the tree's magical abilities. According to her grandmother, the Old Oak Tree possessed the power to make wishes come true. With her heart full of hope, Ruby approached the tree. Her small, furry ears twitched with anticipation as she spoke. "Old Oak Tree, please grant me a wish. I wish to be the fastest rabbit in the meadow so that I can outrun any predator and keep my family safe." The Old Oak Tree rustled its leaves in response and whispered a message to Ruby in the gentle rustling of its branches. "Little one, to make your wish come true, you must first show kindness to others. Help those in need, and you shall receive the gift you seek." Ruby nodded in understanding and set off on her mission to help the creatures of the meadow. She shared her food with the hungry birds, helped the injured mice with their nests, and even comforted a frightened frog during a thunderstorm. Day by day, her acts of kindness multiplied. As weeks turned into months, Ruby began to notice changes in herself. Her once small and timid body grew stronger, and her legs became swift and powerful. She was becoming the fastest rabbit in the meadow, just as she had wished. However, what Ruby didn't realize was that the Old Oak Tree's magic went beyond physical abilities. Her heart had grown kinder, and her spirit had become more resilient. One day, as Ruby was enjoying a peaceful afternoon near the Old Oak Tree, she heard a tiny voice calling for help. She followed the sound and discovered a baby bird trapped in a tangle of branches. Without hesitation, Ruby used her newfound speed and agility to rescue the frightened bird. She gently untangled it from the branches and returned it safely to its nest. As Ruby made her way back to the Old Oak Tree, she felt a warmth spreading through her. It was a feeling of contentment and fulfillment that no physical ability could match. She realized that her journey had taught her the true power of kindness, and that the Old Oak Tree's magic had worked not only in her body, but also in her heart. Word of Ruby's kind deeds began to spread throughout the meadow. Animals from far and wide came to seek her help, and she gladly offered her assistance to each one. The meadow became a place of harmony and friendship, all thanks to Ruby's generous spirit and the wisdom of the Old Oak Tree. One chilly autumn evening, as the leaves of the Old Oak Tree turned to shades of gold and crimson, Ruby felt a deep sense of gratitude. she knew it was time to visit the tree once more. With a heart full of appreciation, she said, "Old oak tree, I thank you for your magic. Your wisdom has shown me the true meaning of kindness, and I am forever grateful." The old oak tree whispered its response. "You have discovered the most powerful magic of all, my dear Ruby, the magic of a kind heart. Remember that kindness is a gift that keeps on giving." And so, Ruby continued to live in the meadow, sharing her kindness with all who crossed her path. The old oak tree continued to stand tall, its branches swaying in the breeze, a silent guardian of the meadow, and a reminder to all that the truest magic of all is found within the heart. As the seasons continued to change, and generations of animals came and went, the legend of Ruby and the old oak tree lived on. It was a story passed down from one generation to the next, a reminder that kindness, like the old oak tree itself, could endure for all time. And so, the old oak tree remained a cherished part of the meadow, a symbol of wisdom, kindness, and the enduring magic of nature. It stood as a testament to the power of a single rabbit's heart to change the world, and it watched over the meadow with a sense of contentment, knowing that its legacy would live on forever in the hearts of all who had been touched by its magic.